Mechanic at 127 Sports presents the Toe Cap 400 from the historic Rockingham Speedway. Today, these racers will face a challenge by racing against one of the most difficult tracks in the Fictional Piston Cup Series schedule. Due to this track's abrasive surface that has the balance of a mile oval and a super speedway here at the North Carolina track called The Rock. Let's take a look at our starting grid. In row 1, Chris Roman starting on the pole for the first time in 2026, with Carl Reeves in the 86 AMD car trying to go back to victory lane since its championship victory. In row 2, last week's winner Cruz Ramirez with rookie Tango Speedstar trying to prove that he is worthy of racing in the Piston Cup. In row 3, Nick Shift with Jim Redrick in the Carbon Cyber car. In row 4, the third rookie in the field, Eric Breaker, with Marcus Krangsler in the 6 car. In row 5, Lightning McQueen trying to get his first win of the 2026 season, with Bubba Wheelhouse in the 23 car. In row 6, last year's winner Conrad Camber, with Brandon Powercar trying to remain in the points lead after a terrible race at Martinsville. In row 7, Ryan Laney, with Brian Spark in the 52 Leakless car. In row 8, Rex Revler, with Jackson Storm in the 20 IGNTR car. In row 9, Daniel Swervis, with Sheldon Shifter in the 92 Sputter Stop car. In row 10, Colin Bargan, with Chase Racela in the 9 Vitaline car. In row 11, Tim Treadless, with Master Dragon 4000 in the 69 Mobile 1 car. In row 12, J.D. McPillar with Gogo Logano in the 22 Fiber Fuel car. In row 13, Herb Kerbler with Todd Marcus in the 123 No Stall car. In row 14, JP Drive with Cam Spinner in the 31 Triple Deck car. In row 15, Ed Truncan with Shane Van Gaskenbergen in the 97 RPM car. In row 16, Bobby Swift with Speedy Comet in the 21 Blinker car. In row 17, Rich Mixon with Cal Weathers in the 42 Dynaco car. In row 18, Rowdy Bush with William Byrev in the 24 Shifty Drug car. And starting in row 19 are Steve LePage that needs to step up in the speed with H.J. Hollis in the 68 N2 Cola car. Our weather for this evening is a warm 81 degrees Fahrenheit with 10-mile-per-hour winds from the northeast and clear skies. Here's our race analysis: 20 laps, 20.34 miles around the 1.017 mile track with 22 degrees of banking in turns 1 to 2 and 25 in turns 3 and 4, and pit road speed is 35 miles per hour. And William Byron has said that he has a tire going down immediately, so he has a air pressure issue or something else. But even though he did not even run a few laps since the cars have been out since the final practice session and qualifying, so William Byron is going to have to go down to the pits and go a lap down. Once the field comes back by, they're going to get the green flag. Alright, here we go. The pace car is heading through the pits. Meanwhile, 38 cars are ready to roll here at Rockingham Speedway. Here we go. The green flag is in the air. We're underway here at Rockingham, North Carolina. Chris Roman already leaving a huge gap against number 86 of Carl Reeves, and also Reeves is leaving a huge gap against Cruz Ramirez, Tango Speedstar, and the rest of the field. Chris Roman is going to lead his first laps here at Rockingham Speedway. He led the first lap, now let's see if he can lead the second one. Again, as I said a few races ago, 1 lap equals 5 bonus points in the standings. Herb Kerbler's way to up the racetrack as he entered turn number 2, and also Gogo Logano was up in the track once he crossed the start-finish line. Once the other racers are ready to take the green flag. All right, William Byers is a lap down now. You don't see him on the scoring pylon. Now into lap 3 out of 20 here at the Rock. Carl Reeves has not been doing well this year, even though he was a champion last year, but I'm pretty sure he's experiencing championship burnout. Now you're looking at Conrad Camber, the racer that had to miss out last week's race due to a personal issue. Now Lightning McQueen is trying to hold up against number 82, and Marcus Krangsler looking strong out there. He's trying to make it 3 wide against Lightning McQueen and Eric Breaker. Another 3 wide. This is going to spice a few things up. Nick Shift is blocking number 95 Lightning McQueen. Meanwhile, Marcus Krangsler is drafting to number 95. Light McQueen is still pretty fast out there, but he is not yet to win our race in 2026. His teammate Cruz Ramirez won last week at Martinsville Speedway in a snoozer feast. I'm sorry for that race last week if you watched it. And now into lap 5. Tango Speedstar is currently the fastest car on the racetrack. That's the reason why he's highlighted in blue in FL. Trouble in turn number 1 and 2. Brandon Powercar, J.E. McPillar, and in the third 3 of that trunking in the 84. JP Drive goes over. He lands back on all 4 wheels. He went over twice. Brandon Powercar, the main victim there, the championship leader. And William Byrup is trying to go around. And unfortunately there's smoke coming out of him along with the 84. Herb Kerbler is sitting somewhere in the racetrack. All the cars are trying to avoid the number 54. William Byrup's day went from bad to worse. Alright, here's what just happened. Alright, watch the 48 or the 33. Oh, the 48 went down loose. Maybe there was contact with J.E. McPillar or Powercar decided to go low. He almost clipped number 28 at Tim Treadless, but unfortunately he decided to merge back on the track. Clips the 33 and 4. Hard hit to the outside safer barrier. The 33 goes around. J.E. McPillar trying to escape all that carnage. The 84 ran over the 33, and this gets ugly. The 123 of Todd Marcus runs over the 84 JP Drive, goes over once, back on all 4s, and this is the second time Gogo Logano and Master Dragon 4000 involved in that crash, but they don't even have a single scratch or dent through that accident. And this is where JP Drive lands back on all 4s. Herb Kerbler stuck in turn number 1 and 2. Shane Van Gasbergen was able to escape that carnage. Alright, here's William Byrup. He just ran over the 54. That's why there was smoke coming out of him. I thought his tire issues came back or something. We're going to have to take a look at the number 24 again to see that he just ran over him. Yeah, that's just ugly. Alright, back to the multi-car accident. 48 clips multiple cars. JP Drive runs over the number 33, and then Todd Marcus made the 84 go up and over. Here's a look at that again. Man, the last time I recall a flip at Rockingham Speedway is the 2004 NASCAR Cup Series race. Here's the pit cam. Man. Let's ride along with Brandon Powercar. Again, as I said earlier, hard hit to a safer barrier. The 84 nearly destroyed more of the 48. Now it's right along with J.E. McPillar. Alright, back to the Herb Kerbler and William Byrup incident. Huge hit. Alright, we're going to step aside a bit since Brandon Powercar and a few other cars bring out the first caution of the day here at Rockingham Speedway. Welcome back to Rockingham, North Carolina for the Towcap 400, ready to go back green next time by. The lights drop the pace car, and as I keep saying every single time, once we go back to the green flag, we're going to restart double file once we head to turn 3 and turn 4 in the ovals, and we're going to restart double file somewhere we're as close to the start finish line at the road courses. Anyways, I'm getting a bit sidetracked. Unfortunately, doesn't show the list of who was involved in the multi-car wreck. I'm pretty sure I could give you a clear picture of it if you could imagine it. Alright, no, it wasn't Chris Roman. It was J.E. McPillar at Truncan, Brandon Powercar, JP Drive, Todd Marcus, and Herb Kerbler involved on that lap 5 crash. Alright, anyways, we're ready to restart here. Alright, they're going double foul. Carl Reeves to the top, Chris Roman on the bottom, and so on and so forth. I wonder who could beat the number 11 of Chris Roman. Could it be Carl Reeves or anyone? Alright, Todd Marcus is a lap down. Herb Kerbler too, and McPillar and the others. They're out of the race due to a lot of damage on them. Anyways, here to go to the restart zone. Time to get ready for the halfway jam here at the Rock. 10 laps to go here at the Rock, and you're currently seeing a battle for the race lead. Tango Speedstar versus the number 11, Chris Roman. Speedstar is pretty fast against the number 11, so but he's going to pass him for the race lead. Still a battle for first place between the number 11, Chris Roman, and Tango Speedstar. Tango Speedstar was having some sponsorship issues once we were in the off season. His sponsor, Adrian Studios, decided to leave him, or the YouTube channel decided to shut down. So he's gonna have to look for other sponsors. So he had Straight Talk; they went pretty fast, and now he has another sponsor, which is Logitech, which he is currently racing. And look at him right now; he's in the race lead against the number 6 of Marcus Krainsler, and one of the best racers. Marcus Krainsler has been good out there against the number 95 Lightning McQueen. Now you're riding along with Carl Reeves in the number 86 car. We're going to take a lap with him around the track. Number 93 Nick Schiff passing number 86, but Reeves is trying to get a top 3 or a better finish so he can try to contend for a championship. He is currently lowered in 30th place. Number 93 Nick Schiff losing a bit of momentum. As I said, this track is pretty tough to race at, like Darlington Raceway and a few others. Now Carl Reeves is currently sitting in 3rd place against number 93 of Nick Schiff. Tango Speedstar leaving a huge gap against number 6 of Marcus Krainsler. Now we're heading back to the stripe with 6 laps to go. The performance of the number 56 of Tango Speedstar is impressive for one of the rookies in his time. Alright, now you're looking at Ed Truncan battling out the number 21 of Speedy Comet, Cal Weathers, Jackson Storm, and the number 19 of Bobby Swift. I know it's not for the race lead or one of the top of 20 positions, but this is still pretty interesting to look at. Anyways, 5 laps to go here at Rockingham Speedway. Tango Speedstar still in the lead against number 6 of Marcus Krainsler. Krainsler trying to get behind the number 56 of Tango Speedstar for the race win. Tango Speedstar is mostly a road course ace, but instead he just learned how to race at the oval since he's mostly racing around these tracks with high banking or low. 4 to go. Let's see if he could perform really great at the upcoming road courses. The San Diego Road Course, Watkins Glen, and Sonoma. The 56 of Tango Speedstar is still trying to hold up against number 6 of Marcus Krainsler, even though I said that twice or 3 times already. Going back to the stripe. 3 to go. There it is, 3 to go. His teammates of Carl Reeves in the 86 is currently sitting in 3rd. Colin Bargan is in 10th. And his other teammate, Master Dragon 4000, in 23rd. Now you can't see that since we're looking at 31st to 38th. It's pretty strange that we're running from 36 to 40 racers. Coming back to the stripe, 2 to go. Will this be a great finish? We'll see. Now we just need Marcus Krainsler to catch up to the number 56 of Tango Speedstar. He's looking pretty fast out there. Tango Speedstar is almost close to less than a mile away from his first trophy in the Fictional Piston Cup Series. Now here we come back to the start-finish line. The white flag is out. Last lap here at Rockingham Speedway. Tango Speedstar is now less than a mile away from his first Piston Cup win. As I said, he was having sponsorship issues in the off season since he raced for 5 races part-time. Now, out of turn 3 and turn 4 for the final time, everybody's going to be talking about that Tango Speedstar has won at the Rock. And those words are true. Tango Speedstar wins at Rockingham Speedway. Congratulations to Tango Speedstar for winning the 2026 TowCap 400. A great run for the rookie here in North Carolina. Great job. Here are the official results. Tango Speedstar is the fastest car of the day with a lap time of 25.421 seconds and an average speed of 144.023 miles per hour on lap 4. He'll earn that bonus point after an excellent day here in Rockingham, North Carolina. Here are the standings after this race. Cruz Ramirez is now 41 points closer to the Brandon Power car. Tango Speedstar's win has helped him become a championship contender despite being a rookie. Chris Roman has climbed up to the top 10, and a few other changes that you can view for yourself. Tune in next week for the By and Large 500 from Bristol Motor Speedway, starting Wednesday, April 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern and 3 p.m. Pacific. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out a single race of the 2026 season. This is the Candy Cat Hearn 27, signing out.